Hold on. Right
Live
now.
right now?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, we live. We live.
Live right now? All right, yo, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of No Distractions. Got your boy Tony Smack, my man K Gotti.
Hey.
Got my man General Millie, my man 40.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody?
What's going on, fellas?
What's going on?
Talking about. That's what I'm talking about. We here. This is a second podcast area with my brothers, and we're gonna keep doing this shit until we get like 100,000 motherfucking views, nigga. We gonna start sitting home getting paid.
Distractionz, man.
Need a Spotify contract.
There you go.
I need a
Word
sponsor.
up, cut that check.
We need that spot on Apple.
Cut that check.
Word up.
But we was just building on a conversation before we went live
Generational wealth.
about exactly generational wealth. How it's funny y'all all three was talking about that because we are the new generation that know that we need to put money away or have a 401k or have a life insurance, you know what I'm saying, for when we pass or the wife. Like I got my wife covered. I'm sure Flash, because we had that shit at the Rock. You know, we had our spouses covered. You know what I'm saying? So she 150,000 covered. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a high life insurance shit with your job, or white people take the shit out just because.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we don't do that shit.
Put a burden on our family or kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the sad part about,
it is the sad.
Mm-hmm. You know, God forbid you pass. You know, everybody passes, but before your time, you put a burden on your children, you put a burden on your family, you put a burden on your wife, your girlfriend, whatever. It's funny, man. I was actually just talking to my pops about that over the weekend, and he was asking about a life insurance, and my pops is hood, man. You know,
I know
wheeling dealing. Niggas don't have 401ks. Niggas don't have life insurance. You know, he basically said, I don't want to put a burden on you, but it's crazy. You know, my boy used to sell insurance.
Oh yeah.
And I had a conversation with him about that with, regards to my pops.
Mm-hmm.
And the older you are, obviously, the more it becomes.
Yeah.
The worse in shape you are, the more it becomes. The worse your health is, the more it becomes. How can someone pay, let's say, 10 years, $300 a month extra? Can't afford that.
Can't afford that.
Can't afford that.
Right. That's that shit right there, man. But we definitely got to find ways where we could combat that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because now, if we didn't have the money that we got, her burial is already, I got word today, it's 15.3. It's 15.3. It's 15 grand, my nigga. For them to cover from viewing, burial, and grave and all of that, it's 15.3. If we didn't have that shit, and Grams didn't have, she worked for the fucking city of New York all them years, and nobody never introduced her to a life insurance. You know what I'm saying?
Now who covers that balance?
Exactly.
Who covers that?
Everybody have to pay for that shit now. It fall on everybody.
And that's the crazy shit, because that's when family starts becoming shaky.
Right.
Those guys just joined, y'all. We talking about families that don't believe in life insurance. They don't believe in getting granny life insurance or grandpa life insurance. And when you tell them, yo, your grandma's like 70, 80 years old, you should take out some coverage, they're looking at y'all like you crazy. Like you
crazy.
I'm gonna live forever, B. Why would you call that down on her? Nah.
And there's a cap on that age, too.
There is.
There's a cap
You
before
can't
they even
after a
accept
certain
you.
while. You can't.
After a certain age, yeah, they don't even
Yeah.
accept you.
They're not accepting you, right?
Because you could pay 1 month and then they die. You know what I'm saying? And
This
then
is
you
true.
collecting $1 million life insurance.
Right. Right. We are not. We. Our parents wasn't inclined to that fucking knowledge.
That wasn't
That's what it
instilled in
was.
us.
Right.
That wasn't instilled
So
in us. And,
you
but
must
they
get
don't
that shit.
understand how much of a burden that is, too. They don't understand
It's
that.
a major burden, bro.
It's a major
so,
burden, man.
Make 15 grand a
and,
pay a
and
week.
let me make it clear, it's a financial burden. I don't want to sound insensitive and, you know what I mean? It's a
Man, it's
burden.
a
Oh, I got
wonderful.
to do this.
So
It's a
that's hard on
financial
everybody
burden.
that don't got it right away and readily like that, man.
Yeah,
Right.
not everybody has that. Not everybody has that luxury to say, hey, listen.
Especially when the shit
put
is southern,
15
it just happened out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like like you have time for them. Like they give them a certain amount of time before they go. A lot of people have that privilege of setting
They
up
don't.
or preparing themselves for, like with my mom. My mom was, it happened. She was going like that.
Yeah.
I ain't had 15 racks in a matter of
Right.
couple
You wasn't
days.
prepared like that. Right. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I seen my pops cough up from my grandmother. Mind you, she got 4 other kids. My pops ain't even ask anybody. It wasn't even a question.
Mm-hmm.
And this was back in 01 when it was a little bit cheaper. Like I seen them come out of pocket, straight cash, 10,000, no questions asked. And I know that hurt them.
Yeah.
That hurt the pockets. But
Now,
when you think, for your parents, you want to be on some, that's my mom's. Of course, I'm gonna do that. I don't need nobody to do that.
Still gonna sting.
It's still gonna sting you.
Not for nothing though. A lot of people be kind of against this whole cremating shit. But if
Nothing
you
wrong.
don't got it like that,
That's
do
the
that.
best option.
Yeah.
you gotta create.
But I
That's the best option.
always say though, I only cremate if they ask.
Nah, if you don't got it,
They ask.
Yeah, if they ask, I feel flashy on that. Yeah.
If they ask.
If you jammed up though, what you gonna do?
you got it. How you gonna bury it if you don't got it?
Take out some kind of loan, bro.
Nah,
Loan.
So here's the thing, right?
Word loan is associated with debt.
Not only that. So don't forget, after you put her in the ground, you got to get a tombstone for that. You got to get a headstone.
This is what I'm saying.
Now you put in more on top of that. Meanwhile, if you cremate her, it ain't for everybody.
That's why it's also good to get a little.
You get a piece of the ash. You get a piece of the ash. Everybody got a piece of grandma in their living room somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You got a little piece of her. You know what I mean?
Right,
It's cheaper, but she right there in your living room with you. It ain't the best ideal way of doing it, but you don't got to go to New York to see her in the cemetery. You don't got to fly to Florida to see her. Everybody got a little piece of her right there in your living room. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just to each its own.
Yo, listen, man. You gotta have it, bro. If you don't have it,
yeah. If you don't have it, my boy was just in that situation. Like he didn't have it. He from Chicago, so he called back home. His pops has passed. And them niggas like, man, one of his aunts told him, like, man, your pops owe me bread.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Well, that's your brother. That's your brother. You know what I'm saying?
they don't give a fuck.
So he had to cremate that man.
They don't give a fuck about it. Yeah. People don't give a shit, man. People don't give a shit about that.
That's a unfortunate situation.
It is unfortunate.
Some people even invest in getting their little graves early.
That's true.
Man.
Yeah.
People do their graves early.
But the moral of the story
6
is
to 12 feet under.
the moral of the story is white people have their life insurance ready from early. When they pass,
nigga, that shit been ready since 400 years ago.
A good piece of chicken. The house is going to somebody. The 401.
It's already in that. Yeah, it's in that order.
Broken
Yeah,
everybody. So, man, listen. I work in the hospital, son, where people will call in and ask me, "Yo, can you give me an estimate on what time you think my grandmother's gonna die? We have some paperwork to do, and the lawyers is wondering when we can start processing. All they care about is when they can start getting that check, son.
Right.
They
anticipating the day.
Oh my gosh, B.
Right.
They anticipating the day and the dollar.
And the dollar.
And they know Granny
Day
is
and the dollar.
on a landmine, son. They're like, yo, I love you, Granny, but
I mean,
that bread.
right.
So it's a whole different generational wealth. That shit goes on way deeper than we trying to start, son.
Yeah. But we definitely got it by the horns to start it. And for everybody that's watching out there, smarten the fuck up. Go get some life insurance. Go get a Robstein 401k plan. You know what I'm saying? For real. Go deal with them. 40 know what I'm talking about, man. Go get that shit.
That Rothstein plan had you living to you 99.
Go get that Roth, man. IRA shit, man. Stop playing with yourself. Don't play yourself, man. Merrill Lynch.
Don't play yourself. Pay yourself.
Yeah, don't play yourself, man.
I like that.
If you ain't gonna fucking listen, man. If you don't want them crackers handling your money, then you need to do the shoebox theory. Put some money away a month. You know, depending on how much you making, go poke a hole in the shoebox, man. Drop 5, drop 2, drop 50. Go do that.
Fill up that box spring.
Fill up that box, man, and don't tell your wife. That's it.
Don't tell your wife.
So my shit is not even in the house, man. It's not even in the crib.
Got to edit that.
It's not in no bank, but it ain't in the crib. I got bank accounts. We all got bank accounts, nigga. But I call my shit like a hood offshore account.
Yeah, facts.
Where nobody know about it. You know what I'm saying? Boy, you smarten up, right?
Have offshore accounts.
You gotta have them hood offshore accounts, man.
Which joints?
Yeah.
Yo, but not for nothing, man. To change the topic a little bit.
Hold
man.
on,
on a lighter note.
All right, Smack. Smack gonna be back. Go ahead, Millie. We still live.
I want
to wait. You want Smack? I'm gonna pause the recording right now.
Oh, that was wifey. She was calling.
Yeah, we back on. So, Millie, what you gonna say?
Yeah, I was getting some requests, man. A couple women wanted to get our feedback and our insight on certain women issues going on. And one of the questions was, how do we feel about the new abortion laws and, you know, like the government trying to pass laws to tell women when and how and who can have an abortion and to take control over, I think it was like 6 weeks or something. After 6 weeks, you can't have an abortion. And if you do, you either looking at like jail time or damn near like a felony type of shit.
Then technically that's considered murder.
That's murder.
That shit got serious like that. I ain't know that.
You know, there's the other side of the coin where there's women that been raped. There's women that got, you know, in some fucked up situations. There's underage pregnancies, and it's like, you know, you can't charge them with that same type of law under those circumstances. You know what I'm saying? There's a big little, you know, outlash against abortion.
I mean, for those situations, I think they should make an exception, but I don't agree with me personally. I don't agree with abortion because it's murder. Like, that's a life at the end of the day.
Right.
So I never agree with it. But as far as what Millie just said, if they were in those circumstances where they were raped, yeah, they should make an exception for them. It should be, I don't know, it shouldn't
pertain to them.
Yeah, it shouldn't
pertain
to them.
Say you've been raped. Why would you want to have a baby of a fucking rapist?
And personally, I think that I think it's ultimately the woman's decision. You know, it's their body; they got to carry. Even though it's considered taking a life, you know, some women not be ready at that specific time, or you know, I mean, at the end of the day, you already know when you going up in there raw,
It's a possibility.
you know what the possibility is.
Honestly, them shits is.
I think at those points, you know, when it's those type of situations, you know, first choice shouldn't be abortion.
Yeah, definitely should.
There's pills for that though.
Yeah, but how responsible are people?
You know, that's the thing. That's the thing. You know,
not to cut you off, 40. Zoom is asking me to upgrade the Pro. They're cutting us off in 9 minutes. I ain't never seen this shit before.
There's a 40-minute time limit.
Oh, we've been on for 40 minutes already, so we could speed up the topics real quick and then.
No, you
Look,
you restarted it though.
I didn't restart it. I pressed play. I paused it.
Oh,
if I restarted, it would have erased all that material.
Oh.
I mean, we got 8:30, 8:34 left, so I mean, we talking about the abortion thing real quick. We don't want to speed up.
I think that's their choice. I think that's their choice.
It is a
choice. I don't think they should be held, you know what I'm saying, to a felony or any type of charges.
Yeah, I don't think they should be charged. I don't think they should be charged for a jail time. That's crazy.
I think they should give them, you know, X amount of time to actually make that decision. That I could agree with, because at that point you should already know whether or not what you're gonna do.
What you want to do,
right?
You know, especially given your own situation. You know, only you know your situation and circumstances. But if you're gonna be going up in dirty dicks raw, and you ain't trying to have a baby by the dude, that's your fault, man. I'm sorry. That's your fault.
Yeah.
But what you think about that, man?
Personally, I believe birth control is a woman's responsibility ultimately, son.
Absolutely.
Like, you could tell me to wear a condom all you want,
but in the heat of the passion, it don't turn out like that sometimes.
I mean, sometimes though, it don't necessarily work for every woman's body.
Not even that.
I say that because when my wife was on birth control.
Oh yeah.
She had major headaches. She experienced a lot of side effects.
Weight gain.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what Flash is talking about. That they don't agree.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about is the overall picture. Like, if I don't wear a condom, you're stuck with this baby for 9 months. You're gonna have to push it out. You're gonna have to breastfeed him. You're gonna have to deal with that majority on your own. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, all I did was bust a nut. You know what I'm saying? So if I gotta carry a baby for 9 months, I'm not asking you to wear a condom. I'm gonna protect myself. Like, you can do whatever you want to do. I already know I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
I understand that, Millie, but a lot of women gonna be mad at that statement that you made, because it's the response. Honestly, technically, on some nerdy sex shit, we both supposed to be responsible, right?
I mean, I'm willing to deal with the consequences, but I'm just saying, like, the overall picture.
Are you? That's the question. That's what you're saying.
You carrying that baby for 9 months. So if you relying on another person for your body, that's a heavy responsibility to put on somebody else.
That is true. That's true. And really and truly, that nigga Millie want to go raw dog anyway. He not wearing a condom. So, I mean, it don't even matter. I mean, which one of us here, when was the last time you used a fucking CD? Like 15, 20 joints. It don't even matter.
Niggas is not here jumping around like that, though, Chris.
That's true. That's true.
I got 3 kids, my nigga, so I can't answer that question.
Nah, because your pull-out game is terrible, Flash. You Flash be like, fuck it.
I can't answer that question.
At that point, like, my brain don't connect with my body to pull
back. This is true, man. We be retarded, man. So
you know what's the worst statement that I hate?
What's that?
This wasn't expected.
How?
How? If
we raw.
Raw stills.
We raw.
How? I didn't expect.
It just take a little tip, man. It take a little tip. It ain't even know. You just a little tip. A pre-joint could do that.
How much time we got left, Chris?
Nah, nigga.
We got 4 minutes, man.
Nah.
Yeah,
nigga.
man.
Nah, go ahead, brother.
Now go ahead.
No, I'm good. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Smack my game back too.
like that condom thing is a hard decision, and then the trade-off is when wifey tell you go get a vasectomy, and I'm like, yo, babe, I love the concept. I'm down for shooting blanks.
I thought about that.
That procedure, I can't trust that doctor's hands cutting nothing between my legs, son.
Millie, the procedure's 10 minutes. Come on.
Okay, in your head.
You got it, Chris?
To me,
What you mean?
that's 10 years
You
of
got the procedure or not?
Yeah, wifey locked down shop, man, right after Chris Jr.
Yeah, wifey.
She burned her tubes. So
burn her tubes out. Yeah.
No more ever.
Yeah.
That's understandable.
Yeah, she did it while she had him. So after she had him.
You were lucky.
Yeah, wifey did the same thing.
Oh, no, we not. Ain't no more critics. That shit is over.
Nah,
I was about to leave.
Are you willing to get a vasectomy?
Now, what happened when?
I will, though, because I'm done with the KIDSs. Either whether it's with wifey or after, God forbid, after wifey. I don't want no more kids.
Hold on. 40.
The funniest thing is when somebody gonna try to trap you and you already got a vasectomy and the bitch tell you the baby yours, but you know it ain't.
Oh, man.
That's funny. Now, 40,
I need to conquer this question, though. Is everybody here willing to get a vasectomy?
I am highly considering.
Nah, I'm sorry.
I would do it if shit wasn't time. I'd do it.
I'm not, ain't no man touching my body and cut me open.
I got a doctor. Right?
Millie,
that I go
10 minutes, man.
I got a doctor.
10 minutes?
For what, though, Chris? So you want
they going into the side door of your joint.
Nah,
10 minutes.
My joint don't. My shit don't got a side door. Good.
To, what's this R&B singer, man?
Ooh.
Oh man, Icebox. Where my heart used to be, son. That dude.
Marion,
son. He got a circumcision, and the doctor clipped too much foreskin and chipped. Son, I can't.
Dude, that
nigga dick was small. That's why that happened to him.
First of all, my nigga. As a
Yeah, you get
man,
a fucking. You clipping your foreskin at 35? The fuck?
Yeah, you're a bozo. But
nigga too old for that shit, man.
Man,
say this.
Now he want to see the mushroom head after all these years, and he clipping his.
I ain't gonna talk about that, man.
Yo, Millie, we need your segment because we got 1:24 left.
No. We gonna come back on the second half, man, because I got some more stuff to talk about.
I got you. So I don't even know if they would let me do it again.
What does it say?
Let's call it an intermission. We're gonna come right back.
What it says?
All right. 108 is left, nigga, unless I upgrade the pro.
Yeah,
because we ran out the 40-minute time limit.
How much is pro?
I don't know. I didn't even click on it. If it ain't nothing, man, I'll buy this shit because it don't make no sense not having it. We gonna be talking. We need all the
if it's a couple dollars or whatever, we could just come together. Just cash out that.
I don't think there's that much money that we need to come together, nigga.
Stop it right here, man. We're gonna come back on the second half or upgrade.
Yeah, we will be right back. We might as well let it run out because then, you know.
Now cut it, man. No distractions, nigga. We gotta get to part 2 ASAP.
ASAP.
No distractions.
No distractions.